Okay, so in the show we were talking about, I have to laugh because I think it's funny. We were talking about, okay, well, if we talk about religion in a music class or an art class, isn't that enough? And I would just say, no. How does that help a student make moral decisions in their day-to-day life? Please explain. I would love for you to hop on that.
But I can tell you in business and law classes,
okay,
hopefully there is a framework of giving students the ability to analyze the different options, analyze the facts, and come up with choices.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. So when you get down to it, right, and then you have a real scenario, and the scenario says, should I lie on my taxes or should I cheat on this, right?
Well, you wouldn't put it that way.
Okay, well say the scenario
Be
came down to something that was not illegal, but that it was unethical or immoral. How do you, devoid from religion, make a moral decision about how the student should behave?
Because they see that at home. The way you act at home, you don't steal paper from the Xerox machine, all those kind of things that you as a parent.
What if there is no home
life? Oh, well, there's got to be. The kid goes home someplace.
I know, but what if their
See,
home
I'm guilty.
doesn't
I've
teach
taken
them?
stolen paper from home.
Well, I'm just saying, you could change.
House, I go in.
You could change.
I will change today. We are having, this is church today, right?
Okay.
I need to change.
I really believe that we need to realize how modeling behavior is so important for our kids.
I agree with
and
that.
so that parents see the importance of what they do as important to the child. And I disagree with you. I think music and art in the school is something that I reflect on as a critical thinker, and I can say
I agree.
that's religion.
But that's because you can connect the dots. Go ahead.
Because you're getting more modeling from a different angle, and it's not only the different angle, but it's also the repetition, the volume of modeling you get. So through music, through the arts or whatever, you can get
Go ahead, Khalil, go ahead.
any way.
Just real quick, this conversation reminds me of a Charles Barkley skit when Charles Barkley said, "I'm not a moral guide to any of you," right? I mean, he's a basketball player for those of you that don't know him. But I mean, the truth is, you know, he's not a moral guide. And I think the question, and this is a raging debate, for example, in places like New York and Washington, is that should teachers be exemplary models of moral behavior, right? I mean, you have the case of somebody who was like, you know, doing heroin or something like that, and who was suspended and then reinstated, right? I mean, do we expect our teachers to be our moral betters, right?
I would say
should
yes.
we expect our teachers to be our moral betters?
The state gives them 15 dispositions that they have to look at before they become a teacher.
All right, but I have to throw this out there though. So because we keep dancing around this, kids are struggling with real moral issues. Should I get high after class? Should I have sex after class? Etc. How do we deal with those directly without having these sort of ethereal conversations about 18th century art? Right? How do we deal with those in reality?
Well, some of those are
Those
you're
are
breaking
both
the
good
law.
things.
I mean, getting high after class is against
That is a
the
violation
law.
of the law.
It's a violation of the law.
Yeah, but is it the
Not
role of the
in
education
Colorado,
system?
it's not.
For medicinal purposes,
Actually,
No, it's
Is it the role of the
recreationally,
No,
but
there's
yes.
an age limit. In
No,
in
and I
Colorado.
understand that, but we're talking about adults. We've got
21, I
adult
think.
students.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I mean, is the role of the education system, though, to tell people not to get high and not to have sex and do those other things, right? Should we not be teaching them the 3 R's as the thing goes, right? I mean, we could barely teach them
Reading,
anything
writing,
as it
religion,
is,
right?
right?
Or reading,
Something
writing,
like that, right?
arithmetic with the R's.
Yeah, I think that one, right?
Puritans call it.
Well,
Yes.
Look, I
back to
mean, we're barely doing the 3 R's, right? Like, I mean, what are
It's
teachers
tough.
supposed to do too? Like, become moral guides, and then what? And then teach morality, and then what? And then for the school to become like this
why
social
can't-
center where people, you know, come and congregate, and then what? We're going to hire a preacher too?
But don't
You
we,
know?
by nature, then don't kids expect, because if that person is standing in front of them every single day, telling them about the world, helping them navigate, why would we not expect them to give them moral
We
guidance?
should expect
too?
it of our teachers as
Well,
well as our
I think we
parents, as well as
should.
our
I agree.
priests,
You should.
and so on.
And I think that they see that we are their guide in kindergarten and first grade all the way through.
Even at the
so when I
college
get
level.
to 16, I don't worry about having sex with another person because I have deep-rooted respect for myself as a person and for that person that's saying I should be doing that.
Excellent
Charles
point.
Barkley.
And if we don't talk about it, then we never get to that place. And we just can't ignore it, I think, is really the real question.
That's a fair point.
Or the real issue, you know.
That's a good point.
So, I mean, I know we haven't solved the problems of the world today.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Well, maybe we have. Actually, if you guys take that.
It was a fun
all of
conversation.
them, right?
Yes.
But this is a hot topic, and it's not going anywhere. And we've got cultural trends heading one direction, but I do think it's something we've got to continue to talk about and really deal with on a local level, and specifically in our work as educators. So thank you all again. Very, very good conversation. Thank you very much.
Thank you.